What's going on, everybody? Brandon here, back with another action figure review. In front of us, the all-new Black Manta and Green Lantern from Spin Master. Very excited for this. And a big shout out to my buddy Action Toy Now on Instagram for the heads up on these. Got them on Target's website. They were in and out of stock. Got very lucky to get both in stock while I could. But yeah, super stoked for these, you guys. Black Manta looks awesome. Mine unfortunately has a little chip right there, but it's not too bad. The marbling does look really cool. I'm really excited to dive into that. I'll leave a link to these in the description below so you can go to Target's website and check them out. I'll also leave the link to Action Toy Now's channel on Instagram so that way you can follow them and stay up to date with all toy news. UPC for Green Lantern is here. There's another UPC. I guess a Target UPC. I'm not sure. But yeah, very excited for this. This new version of Green Lantern looks fantastic. All right, you guys, let's get these out of the packaging and take a closer look. Stay tuned. When you take the figures out of the packaging, they're now putting this QR code here behind the figure. I'll put that like that so that way you can scan it if you need to. Let me focus there. All it is just the same posters that we've already been getting. The old ones. It's nothing updated or new. Basically just showing some figures from the collection and a little poster with all the characters. So yeah, unfortunately nothing new with these. Just interesting new placement for those QR codes. It's directly behind the figure once you remove them from the packaging. All right, you guys, we got our figures out of the packaging. They look fantastic. Let's dive on in and take a closer look. All right, so first up, taking a look at Black Manta. This is the second time we've gotten this figure released. The first time was in the Aquaman 2-pack, which was really hard to find at retail, surprisingly. I think I found mine on Amazon. I think the Superman 2-pack I found at Ross or TJ Maxx, something like that. But this is a really nice figure. He's definitely got like a metallic finish, so that is really nice. Definitely a lot better compared to the standard. And then this one does have some marbling at the top of the helmet, which I think is really cool. It's definitely going to differ on the different versions that people get, different copies. So be wary of that. But I think this one turned out really nicely. When I got it from the Target website, it did come in like a bag, I guess, kind of like, comic book bag and board, or like Ziploc bag, like that kind of bag material. But even though it was bagged like that, it was still scratched. The eyeball was still scratched. So kind of sucks. I really wish that wouldn't have happened. For a lot of collectors, like whatever's going on with the face sculpt is kind of a really important piece or aspect of the figure. So there is that. But overall, he's still a really nice piece. Really happy to have him in the collection. And again, this is the version 1, so it's the same thing as before. Like, there's, of course, a bigger body, and the proportions are a little bit different. But for the articulation, he's got movement in the head, side to side. Of course, hindered by these in the back, but not too much. He could look left and right pretty good. His arms come out about that far, forward and back, full 360, bend and twist at the elbow. His legs come out about that far, forward. They do not go back. There's a cut at the hip, and we have a bend and twist at the knee. Not too bad for a Black Manta figure. All in all, really happy to have him. If you missed him the first time, this is a great way to get this figure if you don't want to get him in a 2-pack. And then for Black Manta's accessories, they do fit in his hands, albeit it's a little difficult, but it does work. So he has this gun on this side. I guess it's kind of like it shoots a spear or a trident of some kind. And then on this side, he's got a sword. So, not too bad. So, yeah, his accessories do work. Unfortunately, now it is 2 accessories instead of 3. And I forget what his third accessory was. It might have been a trident of some kind. Let me know in the comments below if you remember what his old third accessory was. Mine is a little bit loose here in the arm. Because this gun is kind of heavy. So I guess that's another thing to be careful or wary of. But yeah, overall, it does look pretty good. All right, you guys, next up, taking a look at Green Lantern. This is an awesome figure. I really do like the way this one looks a lot. Straight out of the Tomorrowverse. It looks like that's the design for this one. So the latest batch of DC animated movies I feel like is the design for this Green Lantern, and it looks really good. We're going to get a 12-inch version of this one as well, and a 6-inch one as well, I believe. So very excited for that. His detail work is just spectacular. I gotta say, you guys, I really like this new sculpt a lot. You can see the green in his eyes. That is really cool. It's just incredible, man. The detail is phenomenal. Let's check out the ring. I'm gonna see if I can get it to focus. So it looks like it is focused, but even still, very hard to see. It is like not just a green dot. It is actually a Green Lantern ring in there with the emblem and everything. So let me see. Can we focus there? Yeah, you can see that. See, it's an actual Green Lantern emblem on there on his finger. So that is pretty sweet. So yeah, all in all, you guys, the sculpt work for this absolutely phenomenal. Peg holes at the bottom of the feet. I don't know why, but they are for some reason really sticking to their guns on these ports in the back. I mean, like the only accessories that we get with those is like jetpacks and some very like Batman-esque accessories, and then like Batman vehicles that you port into seats and stuff. But I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe if we got flight stands in the future and they all ported into the back, that would be sick. Then I would be quiet and they could just take my money and I'd buy all the Spin Master flight stands that I could. So for articulation, he's got movement in his head side to side, pretty good. His arms come out about this far, forward and back, full 360, bend and twist at the elbow. Of course, nothing in the wrist, nothing in the waist. Legs come out about this far, forward. They don't really go back. There's a cut at the hip, and there's a bend and twist at the knee. So all in all, not too bad for his accessories. He's got this gun from version 1, and he also has a lantern from version 1, which I think is extremely oversized. But the accessories do work. They do fit in his hands nicely. So if you missed version 1 of Green Lantern, it is the exact same accessories. They are pretty cool, I'll say that. The third accessory was a fist, a green flaming fist. I got it right here. So this is the accessory that we no longer get with Green Lantern. This was it. It came with version 1, and we no longer get it now with the new version. But that's okay. He's only going to be able to hold 2 accessories at a time anyway. And I think this overall does look really, really nice. Very happy to have the new version. All right, for a Black Manta comparison, here is version 1 from the 2-pack. You can see how much they differ. Our new one in the middle is like definitely metallic scheme colors. And it looks really, really good, actually. I think it looks so much better than version 1. I will say version 1 is definitely a lot more comic book accurate to what we've seen in, like, I think the new 52, and I don't know what the rebirth costume is for him. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this. And then there's the movie version on the right. The movie version, of course, is just a little bit smaller, not as much of a muscular body, but overall these guys do look really, really good together. If you're a Black Manta fan, you don't want to miss out on the new version. Those metallic colors are awesome. All right, quick look at their backpacks on the backside so you can see their differences through and through. Definitely just continued color schemes across the board, but they do look very nice together. Again, our version 1, much more comic book accurate, but our version 2 just looks pretty sick. I really do like that. And for another comparison, here is our new Black Manta with Aquaman. Both the comic book and movie versions are here. And I gotta say, he looks really nice with both, actually. I think he fits in great with these guys. Definitely much more with the comic book version. But yeah, overall, I think not too bad with either figure. They do look very nice. All right, next for a John Stewart comparison, here we have a bunch of different Green Lanterns from many different lines. This is the Mattel DC Universe Classics right here. We have a version of Justice League Unlimited right here. DC Infinite Crisis right here. All 3 of these are by Mattel. And then we have our current one from Spin Master, our version 1 from Spin Master, Then we have McFarlane's Superpowers line, and then we have McFarlane's DC Multiverse right here. So very interesting to see these guys side by side. If you're a Green Lantern fan, like I said, you got to get the new version. It's an awesome piece. I'll go in closer here so you can see the differences between version 1 and version 2. They are just miraculous. I mean, the new version is just a million times better. The sculpt work, the detail, the proportions to the body, everything just outweighs version 1. So if you miss your chance for Green Lantern the first time around with Spin Master, definitely try to get this version if you can. Keep up with Target and definitely check back. Put the notifications to see if he's in stock. It is absolutely well worth it. I think it's also worth noting that our new John Stewart from Spin Master fits in very well with the old Mattel figures from the Green Lantern movie. I also have the Infinite Crisis Guy Gardner right there, so you can see how well they fit. Guy is a little bit short. The rest of these Green Lantern figures fit in very nicely. The proportions are definitely the same or very similar, and I think all in all, he would fit in great with these guys. For another comparison, here is our new Green Lantern and our new Black Manta with some newer Spin Master figures. Almost all of these, actually, yeah, all of these are figures that are newly sculpted with the slimmer bodies, with the better proportions. But even this is very interesting. Like, it kind of looks like Nightwing, Robin, and Batman are a little bit too big with their proportions and compared to Green Lantern and Blue Beetle. So, very interesting. They do fit in nicely, though. I think Batman probably fits in the best from the Batman family, but Blue Beetle would probably be the one that is most accurately in scale with Green Lantern as far as like body proportions go and all that. But you can clearly see like how Black Manta just doesn't fit in well here, almost like he's a toy from a different company. So very interesting. And another comparison, just so you can kind of see across the board how these guys stack up. Our new Green Lantern does not fit in with our Superman at all from Spin Master. Black Manta does kind of look nice next to Bane and Batman from Batman Returns. Just kind of very interesting to see such a varied scale across the board for Spin Master. It has been a heck of a wild ride. We're very happy to have these 4-inch figures as collectors, I think. I just kind of wish we'd see more consistency across the board. That would be nice, but overall, not too bad. It's just kind of, I guess, when you get down to the nitty gritty, if you're a serious collector and you're nitpicky about your figures and you're collecting, this is just something to be wary of. He's a great looking figure, that Green Lantern, but he doesn't really fit in with the majority of the other Spin Master figures you have, at least not yet. All right, you guys, that about does it for this action figure review. Thank you so much for watching. These guys are $7.99 at Target. Very cool finds. Definitely happy to find them online. Again, I'll leave the links to everything in the description below and Action Toy Now's channel. You guys, these are some awesome figures. I'm so excited we're getting new stuff from Spin Master, and I think this is fantastic. Green Lantern really makes me hopeful that we get more figures like this in the future from Spin Master. And the Black Manta was an awesome redeco. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments if you're going to pick up or pass on these, what you're finding online and in your local areas. I would love to hear from you. And as always, you guys, the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and all of the support, absolutely phenomenal on the channel. Thank you, each and every one of you. As I find more new, cool, and awesome stuff, I'll be sure to bring it to you right here. Once again, I'm Brandon. Thanks for watching.